Yeah, so when you're born a star, you already know how it feels from a very young age to feel protected. You're not staying nowhere, no matter what people say. You could have been married 10 times. Guess what? Hey, people going to think whatever regardless. If you was married once, two, three, four times, have two, four kids by different people, people are going to think what they want to believe because they have their own secrets and they're trying to distract other people. But source is saying people know when they feel safe in environments where they feel safe and they feel protected. I knew from a very young age, if somebody even thought about doing in front of my grandparents, they was gonna take them up out of here, the upper room. It was no joke, and I always knew to be very careful. If I told my father that somebody did, oh no, nah, it's a problem. Any of the daughters told my father something, it was about to be furniture moving time for real. And nobody has perfect parents, but when you know that you know where you feel safe and where you don't feel safe. So yes, some of y'all Taurus, y'all walk up out of a situation just like any other star will walk up out of a situation because they already know what it feels to feel safe and what it doesn't feel safe. When you see something dying, when a person is almost in zombified mode, they had one foot. You can see it right now. 1 foot on a banana peel and the other foot in the grave. They about to roll out. Because somebody feel like, okay, I'm checking out of here. I don't feel safe. I'm checking out. You see that blank look over their face. They about to check out because somebody like, okay, I'm not going to tell you no more. I don't feel safe around certain people. And so some people, they just be overstepping boundaries. And that's what I'm seeing for you also. I see big money coming across your path because what you're giving birth to is abundance and prosperity in the spiritual. It's like every time you plant a seed, whoever you are, it's coming to you. Like you got a lot of wealth coming across your path. Right now you're gaining a wealth of knowledge and people are talking about you because that's right there. You're striking up something. You're striking up a conversation, right? And so sources, you're in a very vulnerable position, but somebody is also a prayer warrior. You prayed to have a particular kind of feeling, like you prayed for something. Somebody has to get delivered from other people's opinions of them, of like what people are going to think if you got a mixed family or blended family. Y'all know what I'm saying, a blended family, whatever. And so when people want to quietly move on with their lives, let people quietly move on with their lives. People know when they stars, just like you know when you're a star. Just like you know when you're a star. And then you got some people from your past, they don't have a problem. And for real, they don't have a problem overstepping boundaries in your new family situation. They really, really don't. They keep keying and smiling and thinking everything is funny when your new person you're in a relationship with your new person and they like, oh, we got to pass together. What's funny about that? Okay, y'all past is the past. That's not insecurity. So one yes from God is all you need. Somebody's a druid, a kind of malevolent a spirit associated with nightmares. You have the gift of clairvoyance. You see things very, very clearly. Whether you're a man or woman, it don't really matter. Somebody's intuition is on 1,000 right now. Here we have you are an answered prayer. You are an answered prayer, right? So somebody's an incubus spirit. What I'm picking up for you all is because I'm looking at these bookends right here. You're having a total awakening about something. Here we have, you have the gift of precognition. This is foreknowledge. Like you have some kind of foreknowledge about something, wherever Taurus falls in your birth chart. And I'm talking about whether it's your first house to 12th house, wherever Taurus falls in your birth chart, somebody is now having a major awakening of how whatever your belief system was before is coming down, because somebody is starting to realize, okay, when you're in a relationship with people, especially with kids, when you have kids, you can take a little bit from this side of the family belief system and take a little bit from that side of the family. So your beliefs are not going to be 100% like your mom's or 100% like your dad's belief systems. That's why I started out by saying, you know, speaking of that particular point about like my father and my grandparents, no, I don't look at anybody, no human being as being perfect at all, right? So you could take a little bit from this and a little bit from that, right? That's going to help shape you. That's going to help shape you. I don't believe everything my parents believe, or I don't believe everything my grandparents believe. I have my own mind, but I know what it feels like when I feel safe. I know what that feels like when I don't. I know that. So that's what somebody is starting to realize. It's like when you were born a star, you recognize other stars. It's like, okay, well, some people don't feel safe in environments. Okay, it's time to go. Your family then overstepped the line. And for you, if somebody, like, for you, this is what I'm picking up on here, Taurus, is like, for you, if somebody's family overstepped a line and here you are like the bull grazing carefully, you just mind your business, being patient and stuff, and somebody put a blowtorch up under a bull, they just made a fatal mistake. Okay, they just made a fatal mistake, because you about to tear that whole thing down. You about to kick it over tables and you are really about to let them have it, right? And the person who didn't protect you, that's anybody. And I'm not saying necessarily in a physical sense where you're no violence on my channel. I don't even But when I say, I'm talking about in the spiritual realm, somebody know when it's about to be over, because a look may come over your face like, okay, I'm almost out the door. I'm almost out the door. This is almost over. I'm halfway here. I got one foot on the banana peel. Y'all don't even understand. And the other one is in the grave, because that's what it's about to go. It's about to be ended. It's about to end. Something is about to end. Yeah. So you're learning how to enforce boundaries. See this circle right here? You're learning how to enforce boundaries in your circle. Somebody has a very lustful spirit, right? And so you inspire some people to heal. Good for you. You inspire some people to heal. So it's time to heal your wounded warrior. This is where you're learning how to speak up. So somebody wants the best for you. Somebody regrets lying to you about something, and it's you versus you. There is no competition. I'm trying to tell y'all, there's no competition. You learning somebody else's love language and they're learning yours. A person will tell you, hey, I don't feel safe around certain people. Hey, that's your cue to say, okay, well, wait, tell me how you don't feel safe, so that way I can make sure if they're your family and they say I don't feel safe around your family, your sister's doing this, your brother's doing this, your mom and dad attacking me, they pulling my hair, they pushing me, they saying this and that, they overstepping boundaries, calling all hours of the day and night, you know, and we trying to get some rest and get some sleep, or I got the kids, you know, I just feel like putting the kids down, and we haven't really gotten any rest or any alone time or whatever. Your family just bum rushing, showing up at the house. Somebody is now starting to speak up and starting to say, no, hold on. I let you get away with that mess in the past, but you're not getting away with that mess now. Okay. Somebody is really protecting. Somebody is in real protective mode. Like, for real. Like, I'm telling y'all, some of you all are in this space. Somebody's family, you have been patient, so patient with your family, that now somebody is starting to get the dark side of you. Right? About to get the dark side of a Taurus. They better stop, because they about to get the dark side of a Taurus, because emotionally you didn't feel nurtured. Somebody did not feel. When we talk about moon sign, moon is like how you nurture yourself. That's the secret to how you nurture yourself. But somebody is about to get it. Somebody in your family is about to get it, because all they do is be impulsive. They talking stuff. They stepping over boundaries when it comes to you, your kids, doing the absolute most, still probably talking to an ex, just doing the absolute most. Like, you know, like generationally, they can't break that chain cycle or curse. But you're about to break it. You're about to break it. So somebody has a prideful spirit. A prideful spirit. So, and a lying spirit. Because somebody is so busy telling your secrets, they're not really saying that they really see you as competition. So you're opening your vault door. You're very, very careful about who you're allowing in your vault door and who you're not. So you're trusting your first mind. You don't necessarily have to cut your family off. You just have to enforce such a boundary that they're the ones that's going to be like, okay, well, because somebody's really been waiting for somebody to speak up. Like, somebody's been really waiting for you to speak up. And then they're like, oh, they must really love this person, because they never talked to us like this. Yes. You was trying to be nice with people, but they didn't get the message. So now you're going to have to come out like a bull in a china closet and say, I love them too. But y'all just would not stop. Y'all was just relentless. So things are starting to flow to you like water. So it's all becoming clear to you now. Some families be overstepping boundaries, and new love awaits. New love awaits for somebody. Some families, they just be doing the absolute most. So personally, no, I wouldn't want to be invited to an ex's situation with their new person. Give that relationship time to breathe and grow and All of that other stuff, that's their relationship. I wouldn't want to be invited. Don't invite me. I don't want to know. I really don't. And I'm totally secure with myself and my situation. Because I ain't inviting you to mine. I can tell you that right now. That you ain't coming to mine. Give people their time. That's why families, they be overstepping boundaries. They don't give marriages a time to really grow and flourish and pray for people. They don't give relationships a time to flourish. They just want to be bum rushing, calling all hours of the night, showing up, the siblings acting like, well, we've been knowing each other longer, but this is your person. Like, this is your person. Respect that. So, yeah, deception and envy. I'm telling you, somebody is green with envy. Somebody is green with envy. Somebody is green with envy. They have shown themselves to be a secret enemy of yours. I'm trying to tell y'all, they secretly just smiling in the background because they want your life. This is somebody in your family, by the way, who keeps telling you how much they had your back, but then now you stabbing them in the back. Like, there's somebody in your family. They telling all your secrets to whomever is going to listen, and knowing it's going to get back to somebody's ex. I mean, just See, that's why people do you a favor. Rejection is sources protection from something. Sources protection from something. Somebody in your family is to all this talking, because they talk about everybody behind your back. They see you as a secret enemy. So stop dating people that represent your shadow self. You've healed. I'm telling you, that's the journey a lot of people are on. A lot of people are like they had to learn the hard way in their own family who they could not trust in their own family. And so by the time they get to other people's family, they hoping that something would change, and then they realize they got the same type of people in their family that they have in this new family. Same type of issues. At some point, somebody's breaking some kind of generational cycle, chain, and curse. So you're no longer going to be dating people that represent your shadow self. That's the old you. That is the old you. And so for those of you all who have your family with your person, your twin flame, y'all building your family and trying to grow your legacy and all of that, it's a whole new Taurus in town. For real. You had a tower moment. Something happened where you had some kind of an awakening. And you about to put everybody in their place in a very loving way. So if they've been masking something, showing that they're a secret enemy of yours, guess what? It's about to be exposed. And I'm not trying to be funny when I say this. If they say, if for instance, they will, I always had your back and you don't have my back and so on and so forth. Guess what? That's one less grocery bill. And I'm not trying to be funny. That's one less grocery bill. That's one less this and that, but your abundance and your prosperity is growing. Somebody's getting ready to learn how to protect the family that they are creating. Somebody's learning how to protect the family that they're creating. Just somebody don't want to keep going through, breakup after breakup and people halfway listening, not listening, zoning out, this kind of thing. So somebody is now like balanced. You're balanced. This right here lets me know that you're having a healthy work-life balance. This right here, you're no longer deceiving yourself. Healthy work-life balance, right? Meaning that I ain't hanging out with this family member, that family member, talking about this and that stuff in the past, friends, all of this other stuff, where your person that's sitting at home,